This is a typical, normal, healthy Plantera. And this is a Plantera in For the Worthy. Notice any differences? The For the Worthy Plantera's tentacles have the unique habit of vibrating, almost frozen in place in a rough circle. Compared to the more fluid and familiar nature of normal Plantera, with its tentacles swinging side to side, it looks quite strange in comparison. It's almost like if Plantera decided to build a tentacle wall for some reason. So why does Plantera act like this? Well, according to the Terraria wiki, it's because Plantera's tentacle speed is dramatically increased, which somehow makes her tentacles fix themselves in a circle around Plantera. Huh. While this explanation gets some of the way there, it isn't exactly correct. For the Worthy Plantera's tentacles actually have increased acceleration, not speed, and once you consider that, it begins to make a lot more sense why For the Worthy Plantera's tentacles vibrate like that. How Plantera's Tentacles AI works is that they will always choose a target position to move toward. This spot will always be some set distance from Plantera or her hook, depending on the tentacle's HP, difficulty settings, and Plantera's HP. You can see this here in action on this neutered Plantera with only one tentacle. The tentacle repeatedly accelerates toward its target position, occasionally refreshing every now and then to a different spot the same distance from Plantera. Note how I said accelerates though. The tentacle does not move toward its target, but it accelerates toward it. As long as it is moving toward its target, it is speeding up towards it. When it reaches its target, it still has speed, meaning it will overshoot its target. Now that it's overshot though, of course, it then accelerates back toward the target, overshooting again, and repeat. Then a bit of a dampening/braking effect is applied, so eventually their swinging slows and they coalesce around a singular position, all before moving toward a new spot as a new target is chosen every 2 to 8 seconds. This is what gives tentacles their characteristic swinging behavior, swinging back and forth in swarm position. So how does For the Worthy bork this? In For the Worthy, tentacle acceleration is massively increased, and I mean massively. In normal mode, tentacles have an acceleration of 0.2 pixels per tick squared. Expert mode and higher, that's more than double to 0.5 pixels per tick squared. But in For the Worthy, it's increased to 4.5 pixels per tick squared, 22.5 times normal. So instead of swinging around their target positions, they vibrate around them. Why? Well, once the target is reached, instead of slowly decelerating and swinging back, they suddenly and quickly break due to the massive acceleration buff. Remember, acceleration goes both ways, speeding up and braking. They then instantly rocket back toward the target and pass it again almost instantly braking again and repeat. Basically, due to the massive acceleration buff, the swings become much shorter and much more frequent. This ends up looking like a vibration or spasm of the tentacles, which never get very far from the target position, freezing them in place, like we see. I have no clue if this was intentional when it was first programmed, but it is definitely an interesting dynamic to the revamped boss fight. I don't know if it actually adds to difficulty that much, but it is definitely quite fun to look at. Hello, if you enjoyed, consider subscribing as only about a quarter of you are. Similar videos are on the left and right. Either way though, thank you for watching, and good day, and goodbye. See you next week.